Hello everyone, I'm Gyro, welcome back to the channel and welcome to my Final Fantasy XIV Endwalker benchmark trailer reaction video. Short version of it is, it's freaking gorgeous, and in my opinion this is how you get your player base super excited about pre-ordering the expansion and getting people to try the game out and subscribe. Not with what we've seen as kind of this pathetic excuse of a content trailer that was given to us, WoW refugees and veterans who supported World of Warcraft for many years, and this is what we got from Blizzard Entertainment very recently for patch 9.1 Chains of Domination. This was supposed to lure us back in. Yep, I'm just gonna leave it there, and I had to mention it here very briefly for the obvious comparison purposes. Now, as a newcomer to Final Fantasy XIV who made this game his new home, what did I particularly like and got excited about watching the Final Fantasy XIV Endwalker benchmark trailer? Well, firstly, I have to mention the atmosphere and the sheer size of the battle scenes depicted. It reminds me a little bit of the Battle for Azeroth World of Warcraft expansion trailer a few years ago, but that was fully pre-rendered cinematic, while this is all running on a game engine for, as obvious as it is, and it's a massive difference, can't compare that. The music, I'll mention briefly, it's nice, it's okay, but I honestly could take it or leave it, personally me. But sound effects, however, they do blow my mind in Final Fantasy XIV. They are very on point in this trailer, and they are really awesome, especially if you're listening to those in the headphones. The creatures and player character models, the armor detail. I won't keep comparing here to World of Warcraft 1-1, as this is where it will get very ugly very quickly, and both games have very different aesthetics. It's not a very accurate comparison, it wouldn't have been. But I just have to say that here, this is just gorgeous. I have to acknowledge it, it's gorgeous. The Derplander Paladin with his armor and the head armor on the flying horse are just works of art. There is just no other way to describe this. They are works of art, in my opinion. The lighting, as the battlefield lighting has changed and the sun came out, all the reflections on the armor, on the faces, the mist in the air, all that kind of stuff is just gorgeous. When they start showing the city, the water fountain is fantastic, everyone loves it, I'm not an exception. The city architecture itself, the fly-through shows it to us, is okay. It's nothing too amazing or something that we have never seen before, let's be honest here. I do love the fact that they make an effort to show that the city is alive, it's full of life, everyone goes about their own business. And look, one thing that has nothing to do with the trailer itself is just the fact that that character, the sage guy, who I personally found horribly annoying, with him and his sister, as they were introduced as part of, as far back as the Air Realm Reborn main story questline. I found them personally annoying. I don't like his aesthetic. I don't like how he talks. I don't like anything about him. I'm sorry. Him being featured here front and center a lot, like kind of as a prolific sort of supporting character, I didn't particularly like it personally. The showcase of different combat jobs in action on the battlefield, I think, is a very nice touch. This is a benchmark trailer. They want to show how those jobs look going forward into Endwalker. Perfectly understand it. Think it's a very good placement. Especially, I'm a massive fan of the bunny with a sniper rifle or a shotgun, whatever it is. It is a mega lol for me, and I freaking love it. Freaking love it. Freaking love how grotesque it is and how sort of badass it is as well. You have to say, it's kind of badass, right? Then there is this Magitech, I assume Magitech, mega flying spider robot coming with a minigun. Like, I love it. I love it. I want to turn my car into it. Yep. But I don't at the moment know how to turn a black Jeep Wrangler into it, and the only resemblance is the fact that I love my car as well. It's freaking huge and I love how it feels, and it's black too. But that's where similarities end. Sorry, going off track here a little bit. So obviously the Derplander is a paladin job showcased in Endwalker, and I've accepted that part mentally already. and don't mind it at all, even though the longer I play Final Fantasy XIV and the more I try different alt jobs right now, I feel like Paladin is just a bit too boring of a tank for me to persevere with into the later stages of the game. Why do I say it? Well, unfortunately for me, the whole excitement about what's shown in the trailer, enrolling the same class or a job, as it often happens when new expansions are announced for Final Fantasy XIV, for World of Warcraft, it always means that demographic rolls that type of class. You know, that's just what happens. So for me, this time around with Paladin showcased, it probably is not gonna happen anyway. Now the dragon flying overhead as the Paladin rides through the fields on his flying horsey is an awesome, gorgeous moment as well. I thought, with the finer detail of the wings, feathers, shadow on the ground, to my eyes just all there to like make a normal viewer excited. And then the fly through the green lush area where they show the crafters at first, and then, you know, it really hits some nostalgic notes for me, believe it or not, and reminded me, as they fly through this bushland area, through the trees and stuff, it reminds me of the good old days of questing through the lush areas of the Barrens in World of Warcraft. World of Warcraft players would know what I'm talking about. It's close to where Wailing Caverns dungeon is, in case you are a World of Warcraft player, very, very early in the game. So now it's a distant, very fond memory, and somehow this bit reminded me of it. I don't know why. The variety of highly detailed flying mounts that was shown, other than obviously the mountain goat looking thing that apparently flies too, made me excited anyway. So the only negative for me personally is that the trailer composition and filming, if I could use that term here, is kind of full of the excessive amount of constantly tilting and panning and flying around camera. It's okay during the first half of the trailer, but then it keeps going and not slowing down and starts just making me almost dizzy. And like I want to say to the invisible cameraman, dude, just take it easy, slow down a bit, less is more here. But obviously not here actually. So the final baddie confrontation, has to be mentioned, shown to us, looked to me dynamic and quite cool, quite alright, with some abilities demonstrated and an awesome weapon handling animations, particularly as I personally, in real life, have certain level of appreciation for working with different types of staves that I exercise with in my own time. Far from any obviously competitive or particularly demonstrable level, but it did resonate, the twisting and twirling of the sai, you know, like I love that. I was like, oh cool, I could try that. It resonated for me and makes me wanna check out that new job that comes with Endwalker. Actually, when it comes out with that massive sai, I want it. So all in all, as I've summarized at the very start of the video, this is how you make your player base excited for the game. This is how. And I know Blizzard isn't watching or caring about what I think or what other passionate, smaller content creators think these days, because they are too busy counting the gold nuggets that they keep earning from WoW Classic and the Burning Crusade, repurposed now. Good on you guys. But while I was super excited to watch this Final Fantasy XIV trailer, it also made me extra sad to see front and center just how far the retail version of WoW and community excitement about anything in World of Warcraft space has fallen. These are my thoughts about it anyway. Now, what do you think? It's your turn to jump into the comments and let me know your impressions from this trailer, how it made you feel, are you excited or not? And if you haven't pre-ordered Endwalker expansion yet, perhaps trying the game out on the generous free trial right now, you might want to watch my recent Endwalker pre-order step-by-step walkthrough video that could answer some of the questions and help you along the way, because pre-order process, I have to say, for Endwalker is a bit confusing. As always, your support is very much appreciated, and more videos about my adventures and discovery of Final Fantasy XIV are coming your way, so why not subscribe so that you don't miss out on any of this content. And if you like this video, please like it so that more people can see it. I'll say bye for now, and I'll talk to you again in a couple of days' time. Thank you very much for watching. See you later.